Good afternoon, and welcome back to another episode of the Grimaldo Group, where we love helping families create wealth through home ownership. And as usual, I have with me the one and only Juan Grimaldo.
Good afternoon, everyone. The Juan and only. Good afternoon.
How does it feel, Juan, to have your last name all over the place?
You know what? It's my dad's last name, so it's super humbling, and I'm proud of it. My dad was an amazing man, and if I can be just a little bit of the great he was, I'd be awesome.
That's awesome. I love the fact that you constantly mention your dad. You live with fond memories and great teachings instilled by your father.
He was very wise. He never went to school, not even a day, and he was super wise. He was a very, very wise man. He gave me a ton of advice. He had a lot of sayings. Andres, who he's a young kid. He's 19 years old. He grew up here. He's of Mexican descent, and I always tease him with all my sayings. He's like, "Man, you always have sayings. Well, they're from my dad."
Yep. It's just get passed down. You got to do that with your daughters, though.
Definitely.
So, what's going on out there in the state of the market? What is the state of the market? Where are we? Where are we standing?
You know what? I was just sharing with you guys because it was I had an aha moment this morning when I looked at the numbers, and I'm going to share with you guys what we see as realtors in our system when we look for homes. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like when you're looking for a home. So I'm going to go here.
So, these are gadgets in your tool chest.
Yeah, so basically what we're looking at right now, it's the MLS. This, as agents, what we see is these homes are available for sale. There's 15,110 active properties, but this in general.
What does the MLS stand for again?
Multiple listing service. So all agents, when we have a listing, we put it in this system so that every agent in town can have access to those properties. So when we list a property, some people say, you know what, Angel, I can sell my house myself.
Okay.
100%, right? Who's going to see your property?
Yeah.
Just the people that drive by, see your sign. Maybe you post it on, one of those pages that I don't want to mention. But in every website that it's connected to real estate, they feed off of our MLS. So whenever we list a property, it basically goes worldwide.
Worldwide. That's, well, that means a lot, right?
It means a lot because a lot of people think that they can sell the property on their own. And they can. Again, do they get that exposure that we have?
Yeah.
They don't. Not only that, I mean, let's say you're buying a house, right? You're coming from out of town and you had this experience because you moved a lot, right?
Yeah.
So did you go straight to for sale by owners?
Yeah.
Or did you go and look at properties with realtors?
Realtors. So
I'm going to just show you this and give you a little example of what's happening in the market. But I think this is important to touch on, Angel. I'll share the screen here in a little bit, but I wanted to just kind of give you guys a little taste of what the market is doing. But I'm going to go back to that because I think that's important to touch on. Can you sell on a for sale by owner? 1,000%.
Yeah. Now, one of the statistics regarding FSBOs, also, for sale by owners, with regard to how many for sale by owners end up getting a realtor.
Most of them do. After 30 days, they all pretty much listed with
I'm going to say it's in the 90% average where a FSBO, a for sale by owner, ends up after trying, doing all kinds of stuff. They'll go and find a realtor. And have a realtor do it.
So basically what happens is, again, when people go out and look for a property, they use these systems, which one of them is the MLS. And that's what I'm going to show you guys right here. So you can see firsthand what I see as an agent. So I go into the MLS. And so in general, there's 15,110 homes, single family detached, which is basically like your regular typical property available. And we're going to just focus in Maricopa County. So I'm going to show you guys in Maricopa how many properties are available that are, let's see, county code. I'm not typing this right. Hold on. The beauty of doing things live.
Yeah. Don't get nervous. Relax.
County code. So we're going to go to Maricopa County. And I'm showing you this so you can see how the numbers change. Right now, there's 8,940 properties available in Arizona's Maricopa County, particular single-family detached homes.
So not including condos or townhouses. This is single detached family homes.
Yep.
For the entire Maricopa County.
100%.
Which is a large county.
It's actually the largest county in the states. So
Yeah.
we have the biggest MLS. So now, that being said, so there's 8,940 properties available right now for sale, and this includes everything: properties that need repairs, need a lot of work, and all over the place. So now, what I'm going to show you is what happened right when COVID hit. So I'm a geek when it comes to real estate. So what I do is I look at the numbers, I look at statistics, and I don't look at the emotional part of it, because at the end of the day, in reality, what matters is what's happening
Facts.
in facts, right? So let me show you on Facebook. We started doing a market update daily. And as you can see, back in 2000 and
At the lower left is the date, folks.
right here, April 2020, right? So 74 new listings, 182 under contract. And we kept track. That's my daughter Paulina with her friend.
Cute picture.
So we kept doing the statistics, and we kept tracking it. So 84, 85, 74, this was in May. The inventory was shrinking very, very quickly.
I see.
And then this was also in May. It dropped to 8,025. So we went from 9,000. I'm going to go a few months down just so you guys can see. And then this one was in August. The inventory dropped to 4,600. At this point, there was 449 homes being under contract.
That was a rapid decrease in inventory within how many months? It wasn't very
June, July, August, 3 months.
3 months.
Yep. So that being said, guys, what I'm trying to preempt here is that the market is changing. If you were waiting for the perfect time to buy, the longer you wait, the more of a disadvantage you'll have, because then things are going to start going crazy. People are going to start buying, coming into the market, and you're going to be at a disadvantage, because then you're going to have to do the multiple offers bidding. You're going to have to be competing with everybody else. The rates, from what I've heard from experts, I don't have a crystal ball, they're going to drop. I don't think they'll ever drop to 3 or 4%. However, you can probably get right now 3 to 4 or 5% interest rate with these programs that are called the 3-2-1 buy down or 1-0 buy down. So what does that mean, Angel?
Well, for example,
To you,
to me, it means being able to have the ability to send a message to help buyers, potential buyers that are sitting on the sidelines waiting, and they're waiting for, as you indicated, the perfect market. And I've, sometimes I repeat myself. And I say this, I reiterate, because you hear something once, it doesn't really sink in, but you hear it multiple times, and hopefully it finally sinks in. And I've been reaching out to buyers that in the frenzy were left out. Frenzy market where you had to throw money, lots of money towards a house. Angel, I want that particular house. It's at 350. Well, you need to come in with $50,000 above asking price. And there are absolutely no incentives. We didn't use the words concessions, incentives during the frenzy. So 2020, 21, and a portion of 22 until on or about July, we weren't hearing the words in conversations. Hey, we're going to try to get concessions for you.
Yep.
We're going to try to get incentives for you, because the sellers, frankly, weren't even contemplating any of that.
They had 30 at one point. We heard somebody had like 90 offers on a house. So the competition will get crazy. The buyers did not disappear. If you're a buyer, you're still sitting on the sidelines waiting for that 2008 crash. It's not going to happen, right? And I'm going to show you guys something. And I've shared this before. Yet it's important to remind you of the opportunity we're in and where we're at, because the market is actually not bad at all. So if you look in history, look at the interest rates in history. This is back in 72. A good rate was 7.54%. If you look at the 80s, this was 1981, 1664. So as you can see here, the rates have been dropping. Here's 2022, right? The rates are not 4%. They're about, we're in 2023 now, but the rates were at 4%. Right now, they're at close to 7%.
Correct.
Some of them, the FHA, I've heard they were in the high fives, maybe low sixes. So if you look in history, we're not bad at all. The rates are a pretty good. It's a pretty good deal. If you notice in history since 72, the rates are actually not bad at all. And I'm going to share with you guys another slide here. But I want to touch on the rates because most people have a short-term memory,
Yes.
and we don't expect everybody to know all the rates all the time because this is what we do, right? We are in real estate.
And they're changing constantly.
Exactly. So my point with that is, if you go back to 2011, 12, the government was trying to incentivize buyers to get back in the market because it was bad. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody was buying homes. Properties were 30, 40, 50,000. Nobody wanted to buy them. So what they did is they stimulated the economy by dropping the rates so that people can come in and purchase homes.
Yes.
Well, they kept them so low for so long. It was free money, basically. You've never seen that. And that's why I wanted to show you the graph when it shows the interest rates, because rates have never been this low.
So we got spoiled
Very.
for quite some time. I'm going to say it was probably a good decade of being spoiled.
Yep. And it's too much. It's a little too long. So people got used to that, and it's not normal. So that being said, I'm just going to show you this graph again so that you guys can see that you guys are in a beautiful time in history where you can take advantage of these rates. And again, look, in history since 1972 up until now, even though the rates are about right here in this by the arrow, it's still not bad. You're lower historically. And if you look at the average is about 7%, 7.6%. So that being said, guys, this is a great opportunity to get in. And like Angel was saying, we didn't concessions. What are you talking about? Closing cost assistance from the seller? You're crazy. Now you can get all that. Not only that, you get a huge discount. Again, prices are flat. They have been flat for the last 3 months, meaning that we hit a plateau. We're not going further down. And we've seen some prices come up in some areas. So this is a great opportunity for you to get in and get a beautiful discount.
Correct. And especially if you're a vet.
Oh, yeah.
100% financing. You don't have to fight it out. A lot of vets were being left out of the market.
It was sad.
Frenzy.
Yep.
I tried helping vets, and they're coming to me, Angel, how can I compete with this? And I says, your time will come. Now I call. This is your time for you to get a home, become a homeownership. Homeowner. And unfortunately now some of them, not all of them, don't see the big picture and say, well, the interest rates went up. Well, this is why you have an opportunity. Look at what you can obtain during this market rather than what you were trying to obtain when you couldn't. So the opportunities abound. They're out there. And I was talking to a client in California where he says, I can't buy, Angel. What makes you say that? Have you really actually tried? Well, no, I see it. I do my calculations. I go on the internet. There's programs. I see the prices of homes. I says, well, see, you're only hitting the surface. It would be beneficial for you to have an actual proactive realtor by your side with a proactive lender working as the dynamic duo on your behalf
as a team
to really dive in with you and see how far you can take it, because the way he's doing it, he's just hitting the surface. He's just looking at the very side. There could be all kinds of solutions that he can obtain and get to be a homeowner, but unfortunately he doesn't want to move forward.
Just think about it, and we mentioned this before. What is the interest rate on a rental payment? 100%, right? So people complain about 6%, 7%. All the money you're paying for your rent is basically going into the landlord's hands. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. So now let me show you the prices in history. I showed you the interest rate, and I'm going to show you the prices because people say, well, we're waiting for that crash. This was the crash, guys, right here.
Yeah.
If you see in history, you see corrections, which is what we're going through. This was a huge spike, right? The prices went up unsustainably because of the money being so low, being so affordable. So that being said, things are changing, and they're changing quick, guys. Don't wait too long. Yeah. I think that if you are waiting for the right time to buy, this is it. Don't wait longer, because we see this plateau right here. You see the prices kind of gotten flat for the last 3 months. Well, that's going to continue to go up based on the needs. We have a lot of people moving in.
There's a market for everyone.
Yep.
For those wanting to wait for the interest rates to drop, we'll still be here and we'll help you. And if you see it okay to have to compete with more buyers and would like to come out with out-of-pocket more money.
And pay more, yeah.
We're here to help during that market as well. We
Yep.
did it in 2020, 21. We were in the trenches. We were fighting battles, and we were successful at it, helping many clients. I mean, I was talking to a client on Saturday, and because I was out and about showing them homes, and they're on the contract now, thankfully.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we were talking about it, and I says, "Look, here you are seeing these properties. Then you saw multiple houses, and then you can actually sleep on it to a certain degree because I want to think
There's
about
not a line anymore, right?
Correct.
Waiting to get that house.
For the most part. There's always exceptions, right? Because if a house is very appealing and at a very attractive price, then it's probably not going to last because it's happened to me in this market.
Yep. There's some multiple offers right now.
Correct. And I've had it with a listing. I had multiple offers, put the house on the market. 5 days later, it was under contract in today's market. Thank
100%.
God Almighty. But I was telling this client on Saturday, I says, look, if we were out and about just as we are today on a beautiful Saturday showing homes, the urgency would be completely different because a house you saw at 10 a.m. could probably be under contract by 5, 6 p.m. the same day.
Yep.
Okay. So you would be going and seeing a house, and I'd be like, and clients would look at me, why are you pressuring me to place an offer? And I would have to break down the process. And on a few occasions, they would have to see it for themselves when they would say the next day, Angel, I want to place an offer on that house. Well, that house is not.
It's gone.
It's gone. What do you mean it's gone? Yeah, they put an offer last night and got accepted. They had like 50 offers. That's how crazy it was because I'm mentioning these things because it wasn't that long ago, but we forget about these things.
Exactly.
Okay?
We have a short-term memory.
We have a short-term memory. And so this is why I like bringing these things up because I was in the trenches and I remain in the trenches. So I want to be there for our clients. So do you, Juan.
Yep.
And this is why we're taking the time to talk about the inventory.
And things are changing, guys. And what Angel wants to prevent, again, we'll be here when the time comes, right? If it gets busy, crazy, we'll be there for you. However, if you're thinking about it, you're ready, just get in.
Affirmative. I said that like with a different accent, right? I'm in Arizona now. Anyways.
Awesome.
I try to change my accent. You do a better job doing that. But if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, please feel free to reach out to the Grimaldo Group. We're here to serve. We're here to help families create wealth through home ownership.
Amen.
Thank you kindly and have a very blessed day.